Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the transformation that is a rotation. So a rotation is a spin. For a rotation, we need to know the center of rotation, the direction, counterclockwise or clockwise, and the number of degrees. Now, in math, unless it says otherwise, we're going counterclockwise. So now what we're going to do is we're going to see what the rules are. So if I plot the point 2, 3, I want to rotate that 90 degrees. And when I have a rotation written this way, my center is the origin. And when I do my rotation, what I want to do is if I have a line going from the point to the center, I need to figure out where it would be so that my line forms those angles. Now, 90 degrees we know is a negative reciprocal slope. So right now my slope is 3, 2. So the negative reciprocal slope would be negative 2, 3. But I want to go counterclockwise, just that way. So negative 2, 3 means my point goes to here. So that's the negative reciprocal, and it's the same length because it's 2 by 3 if I made that rectangle. So my new point is negative 3, 2. So now when I'm doing 180, I'm going to start with the point negative 3, 4. And again, I'm going about the origin. So that means, and actually I have a new grid down here. I don't know why I'm using that old grid. So that means I have a line going to the origin. And 180 is really just continuing that same line in the other direction. So my new point is the point 3, negative 4. So if we look at these 2 points, you can see that for my 90 degrees, I flipped the values and changed the sign of the first one. For 180, I didn't flip the order, I just changed the sign of both. So a trick that I like to go over helps me do all of them. And that's if I have the point A, B. And I'm rotating counterclockwise, so I'm going this way. What I do is I move the B, the second value, in front, and the one I move becomes negative. So 90 degrees, it becomes negative BA. Now if I want to do another 90 degrees, I start with that point, and now I'm going to move the A to the front, and the one I move changes sign, so that becomes negative A, negative B, which is 180. I can do this again for 270, and I move the B this time, and the one I move changes sign, so it becomes B, negative A. And that's the rule for 270 degrees, which we're going to do next. Now we have to think about that 270 degrees is really 90 degrees clockwise. So if I'm starting with negative 1, negative 5, and I want to go 270 degrees counterclockwise, that's the same as going 90 degrees clockwise. So, and again, my center is the origin. So if I draw a line to the origin, that had a slope of 5, 1. So the perpendicular slope would be negative 1, 5. So that puts me here, which creates a right angle here, which means this way is 270. So our new coordinate is -5, +1. And you can see that it still follows that rule. So our rules in general, which I thought I had a chart. Nope, no chart. I'm writing all over it. Apologize. So our rules in general that you want to know is if I have a point A comma B, and I'm rotating 90 degrees, that becomes -B comma A. If I'm rotating 180, that becomes -A comma -B. And rotating 270, that's B -A. Now, this is 90 degrees counterclockwise, which is the same as 270 clockwise. And this is 270 counterclockwise, which is the same as 90 clockwise. So, I want you to pause and I want you to try to do number 4. So for number 4, it asked me to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So I noted that 90 degrees clockwise is the same as 270 counterclockwise, which means my rule is I flip them and change the sign of the second. So D prime is 3, -2, E prime is 6, 1, and F prime is 6, -2. So number 5, we're going to rotate 180 about the origin. So again, I want you to pause, and I want you to do number 5 and come back and check. So you can see that I plotted my triangle DEF. I then used the rule of 180, which is -A, -B. So D prime is 2, -3, E prime is 6, 0, and F prime is 5, -4. And I plotted those. And you can see that it's a reflection of rotation of 180 degrees. So now we have number 6. What are the coordinates of the image F2 after a rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, followed by a reflection in the x-axis? So first, my rotation 90 degrees counterclockwise, this becomes -2, 4. Then I reflect over the x-axis. My x-coordinate stays the same. My y-coordinate becomes negative. So that is -2, -4. Number 7, given triangle ABC, graph and state the coordinates after all of these. And we will actually do that together tomorrow in class. If you have any questions, please ask me tomorrow in class.